Hello, everyone. It's Zabrina with Charlotte and Crowd, and I'm here at the 2017 How Can I Be Down Entertainment Conference with the beautiful and oh so talented. You are talented, right?
Yeah.
Because I said that like we were rolling. I'm like, hold up, I don't know if you're talented.
I hope so.
Yeah. L'Oreelle, or maybe it's Maybelline. I had to do it. I had to. You've already heard that, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody, you're probably like, it's so
all
lame.
The jokes.
Yeah, I know. So you're speaking today. Someone's very loud back there. Okay. Shh. It's recording. Okay, we're going to have to edit that out. Okay, so you're speaking today.
Yes.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you scared?
Not nervous or scared.
Really?
Do it often. I'm very excited.
Okay.
As long as I usually know the topic at hand, and from what I've been told from the moderator and one of the planners,
yes.
it should be pretty simple. So
really, so tell us a little bit about what you're going to talk about.
Basically, I know Heather discussed with us to talk about kind of our background and like how we got to where we are now.
Yes.
The journey, because a lot of the people attending are really new to the industry.
That's true.
And so we want to make sure that we're hitting those points, like important things, how we got there, and
right.
Relationships, network, all of those things that helped us.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and so that's what I plan to talk about, just my journey from the beginning, if I can, and keep it kind of short and concise, but not too crazy, so it leaves room for questions for people too.
And you started off as a black belt ninja, is that correct? Oh no, okay, I'm sorry, wrong person.
No, actually, no.
So tell us how you started, because I thought,
like,
but I was
ninja.
wrong. Yes.
I actually began my career in costume design while I was in school at Spelman College in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah, going into my junior year that summer, I had met someone from a class. One of my teachers, I had really asked the year before, like, do you know anyone that works in styling or costumes?
Right.
I'm trying to do that and go that route. And she was like, well, I know this family that works in Atlanta and they do costume design. And I was like, all right. And I didn't really know, honestly, that much about costumes at the time.
But you knew something you were interested in.
Yeah, I knew like fashion and, the history of costumes and things like that.
Right.
And so, I went for it, and she was like, well, you'll meet this lady at our showcase at the end of the semester. She introduced me. I made sure to go up to her. I'm like, let me get your name and number. I would love to work for you, free, whatever.
That's right. Sell yourself.
Yeah, whatever it takes. I was like 19, and thank God, like that was in the school year. Probably 2 weeks later, I'm like, scrambling. Mom's like, you got to come home. I'm in Atlanta. She's like, you got to come home or get a job.
Right.
And like, because I'm not paying for you to stay for the summer. I'm like,
oh, your mom's tough.
Yeah, she's like, figure it out. And so I was like, I don't want to come home. That was it. I don't want to go home. I want to work. And I was scrambling looking for the number. And fate had it that the woman, her name's Sheila Benning, called me that same moment.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and was like, I'm looking for an assistant. I can pay you, which is even great. You're like, better.
You were going to work for free.
I was going to
thank you so
I was either going to
much.
wait tables and then work for her free.
Right.
But she was like, I'm going on tour with Bow Wow. Now, this is in 2001. So
really? So you started out with Bow Wow?
Yeah, on tour, like the Scream tour, one of the first Scream tours.
Wow.
And now they're on like 15. I don't even know what they're on.
Yeah, it's way up there now.
But it was one of the first Scream tours. He was probably like 11 or 12, and
goodness.
we were designing all
and he
his...
still looks like he's 11 or 12.
Yeah.
All right.
But, and he goes by Shad now. I think his real name, he's acting.
Moss.
But that was my first like experience. And that summer, I worked for her, and I worked for her off and on in the industry for the next like 10 years.
So everybody else worked at the movie theater, fast food, some weird clothing store, being yelled at, and you started out with...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be...
That's amazing.
That's one of my points I'll make today is just, relationships and being persistent in what you really want.
Okay.
And knowing that. And I knew that early I wanted to work in entertainment and film and TV.
Okay.
And I went for it. And, I met that lady. I made sure I got her number. And then she called me, and it was like... And I kept that relationship, and I'm still like very close with her today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, if you did not have that opportunity, since you're talking about being very, very persistent, what would you have done? Are you a person that would have been like, no, I'm not going to just take this odd and end job. I really, really want to focus on what I'm doing?
I would have worked. I would have waited tables or hosted or something. I've done those jobs, and I know.
Welcome to Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm Lorielle.
I mean, I did it in high school. I worked at Papados. I worked at Chili's as a hostess, as a waitress. And I worked even in college my freshman year.
Right.
And, because you've got to make money, and I wanted to have extra money. My mom wasn't giving me money to do all the things.
My mom too.
And, so I would have gotten another job and pursued the other other things. Because I did do that later. I lived in New York, and I wanted to live in New York, and I was working at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. Not anything I want to do, but I had it in. They had insurance. I was like 23. I was like, I'll do this.
Insurance
and then,
is so important.
Yeah. And, you know, your mom, then when you get out of college, is like, you got to get it together.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I went to FIT. You know, I pursued classes to, like, further, you know, my knowledge of, like, what I wanted to study, which was design. So, you know, there's always in me, like, okay, I'm going to make money to pay bills and, like, live life, but always pursue my passion and my dream.
Keep going for it all the way.
Yeah, so I would have, no matter what, had a job.
So what is one thing, sentence or two, that you want people to get from your content that you're delivering today? Just one or two things that you want to make sure that is the message that you're driving home with.
I think one of the main things is relationships. That's
like, what I'm talking about. Not the boyfriend-girlfriend
kind. Not the boyfriend-girlfriend kind.
Since I don't have nobody at all. Okay.
But I think, you know, like I said, the one that I had from I was 19.
Yes.
I'm 36. I'll show my age. But I still have.
You look so good.
Thank you.
You look like a little snack piece. But go ahead.
I'm still friends with her and great with the family. And she connected me with other people in Los Angeles I worked with that I'm still close with.
Right.
And I think, you know, building relationships and maintaining them for the right reasons, you know, and that's so key in this industry, in entertainment, period.
Right.
And, you know, doing it for the right reasons, because so many people, and doing it the right way.
Right.
Because so many people don't understand how to network and how to build relationships. And there's a thin line between annoying and persistent.
It is.
And, you know, and there's also
really is a thin line between those two.
And I always tell people, like, especially in my job now, I get 1 million emails a day. And if I go out of town, and this one young lady I think emailed me yesterday, and she emailed me a few months ago and was like, I want to intern. I was like, okay. Or like a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm going out of town vacation, but please email me again.
Right.
And don't feel bad.
Fall off radar.
Yeah,
Be
just don't,
persistent.
because I'm like, I'm going to go out of town. I might forget.
Right.
And you don't feel like you're annoying me. Please do it. And she's like, okay. And, you know, they do. And that's when it's like, stay top of mind. And so I just have to, you know, I remind people all the time, like, just don't cross the line, but just, you know, you border it.
Exactly. One thing I learned about relationships is that it's not just take. You have to offer something. Because it's very key. Like, I mean, if I'm going to harass you about an internship, then I need to be able to offer you something too.
And that's very important.
Got to pay you back some kind of way. I think that's important in relationships too.
That's very key, and I learned that along the way, and that's with like building the relationship and nurturing it, you know, in the right ways, and just making sure it's not just for like superficial reasons.
I agree with you.
So,
well, we're going to wrap it up here because you have some talking to do, and I want you to have your voice and stop laughing with me. But I do have one question for you.
Sure.
It's off the cuff.
Oh, gosh.
It has nothing to do with what we talked about. It's not bad because I couldn't come up with anything that was flooding my mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
So you're a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I'm glad
you
agree with that. Do you prefer to wear stilettos or tennis shoes? Go.
Stilettos.
That's my girl. Bang!
I've got them on now.
You know what I'm saying? Now, don't zoom in on my feet.
I know.
You know, because I got on these lovely, anyway. But yes.
I always pick them.
And they hurt so bad, but they look so good.
I've got my Air Force Ones and the cool sneaks in my closet.
Just in case.
Collecting dust.
That's what I'm Stilettos.
Because I
Stilettos. Yes, 4-inch or better.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm short, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. We're done here. We got to wrap it up because you got to go speak some good words here today. But thank you so much, Lorielle, for sitting down with me. I'm not going to tease you about your name anymore. I'm Zabrina with Charlotte and Crowd, and this is the 2017 How Can I Be Down Entertainment Conference. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.